So chapter 13 part E, question number 4, and you can also write beside 10 and 21. So the 4, 10, 21 are rated, right? So how much should an investor be willing to pay? So they're asking, so you can look at the exam. So the question will start like this: how much should an investor be willing to pay, right? Basically, we are looking for present value. We're looking for present value. So you can write beside PV. So then you know when this question comes, they ask how much willing to pay. We have to find PV for a property that is expected to sell. So I have the word expected to sell, right? So future value, we have, right? So you have future value given, which is 60,000. So highlight 60,000 and you can write beside FV, right? So in 3 years, so highlight 3 years and beside 3 years you can write down N. So the number of years is a 3. So highlight N, write beside N. So you know the formula is 5 fingers, right? So 3 are given, 4th one you do plus minus, right? And 5th one you find. So you are given the future value, right? 60,000. And if he desires a yield for not less than, so what is the rate of interest? 14%, right? So yield, you can highlight yield, right? Is basically rate of interest is 14%. So basically, what is the but it says that J2. So J2 means semi-annual, right? So it means you have to do that 2-shift formula, right? So what do? Now you simply have your calculator, right? Now enter what is given. First of all, whatever given, just enter that. Easy way. So what is given is 60, right? 60,000 plus minus future value. Yes, so you always use plus minus with future value, payment, all right? So 60,000 plus minus future value, and the number of years are 3n, right? It's given there already, right? And then you have to enter the rate of interest 14, right? Shift nominal. So that's the rate, right? Shift nominal, but it's semi-annually. So what do you do? 2 shift payment per year, and then you have to find effective rate, shift effective. But you have to do the annual, right? So 1 shift payment per year, because it's 14%, right? So 1 shift PYR, and then you have to find nominal, shift nominal. So payment is given or not? No, right? So it's a 0 plus minus, you can do what you can do 0, just payment. And what do you have to find? Present value. So hit the PV key. So you found it, right?
Yeah.
So now exactly like this one, you go to question number 10. You go to number 10. If you go to 10, so when I told you, it's gonna start like the same, right? Says how much should an investor be willing to pay, right? So what are we looking for? Present value. So you can write beside PV, right? And then expected to sell. It means we're looking for we have given the future value, right? So I will go to expected to sell 55,000 highlighted and write beside FV. How many years? Same like before. How many years? 3. So you write down N, right? 3N, right? If the investor desires a yield, same thing, yield mean rate of interest is this time is a 10%. What is it? J2. So semi-annual. So use the exactly same, right? Bobby, right? Yeah. So use the same way. So you put there 55,000 plus minus future value, right? 3N, enter into computer. 2 shift. First do the 10 shift nominal, because 10% rate of interest, right? And then 2 shift payment per year. Then do the shift effective. Then 1 PYR, right? 1 shift PYR, and then shift nominal, and then payment is 0, right? 0 plus minus payment, right? And then PV. What is the PV? Present value for this one. $41,041.85, right? Say you have become expert, you can do even have a calculator, right, with your fingers, right? Now you go to 21. Now you go to 21, right? Yeah. So when you go to 21,
Do you have an extra 21 there?
I don't have, but you can share with him, and then I'll give it. So what this statement say? Anytime you do things for 7 times, it become permanent, I told, right? So it says an investor borrow. Oh, sorry. How much should an investor be willing to pay? Same statement, right? How much? When you see this one in the exam, you are done, right? Happy. 1 mark is there, right? So how much you're willing to pay is me you're looking for a present value, right? Expected to sell highlight. What is this? 55,000. And the term 2 year is a 2N now, right? And the yield is 16%, right? So that 16 shift nominal basically, right? And the J2, right? Exactly same. So what do you do now? Right? So use the same way, right? So basically,
So you go 55.
but if they ask you monthly, so then you do the monthly multiply, right? But it didn't ask monthly, but they have sold monthly. But they say how much it should be monthly, then, right? Yeah.
So we can write down the.
Yeah, monthly. So then you 2 by 12, 24 and right? So otherwise, try to do the other way. I want to see the answer, right? 2 and 35 plus minus future value.
40,406.
Same thing?
No. You do it with 12? I didn't remember. You do it with 1.
But you said it's supposed to be J2, it's supposed to be annually. So yeah,
Yeah. Why not what you do the same way which we did before, right?
Yeah.
Like a 55,000 plus minus future value, 2N, right?
Yeah.
0 plus minus payment, 16 shift nominal, 2 shift PYR, shift factor, right? And then will be 1, it was 1 before we did, right? 1 shift.
Yeah.
1 shift PYR, right? And then shift nominal and find out present value. What do you find?
I got 40,406.
Yeah, so that's right. Yeah. So that is
Well, no, I don't know how to, you said there's no order, right? When it's all here, the 5 fingers, right?
Yeah.
So here, so we're looking for the
TV, right?
yeah, you do the same way, right?
So how do you
But-
do 55,000?
Plus minus future value, right? And then you do the 2N, it's 2 year, right?
Yeah.
And then 16 shift nominal interest, right? 2 shift PYR, shift factor, then 1 shift PYR, then shift nominal, and then 0 payment, and then you hit PV, and you will find the present value.
One shift.